Bright, good morning. What is up? Boy, we've got a lot going on this morning. What's up? Good morning, One Life. Public offering. Got a lot going on this morning so far. There's a whole lot going on. So it might be actually a decent morning. Got a lot of stocks moving in pre-market. Codex dropping below that 350 mark, but let's see, where's that 9 at? 9 EMA at? About 305. Do have a possible dead cat bounce on Z-Sand maybe. I believe Z-Sand said they're having, yeah. So they got public offering. Stock dropped from 70 cents down to 50 cents. It's not as big as a drop as I would like. Yeah, what's up? Good morning, Jacob. Like the positivity starting the day out. I'm actually going to take Z-Sand off because I have enough to look at. And we got Trove moving. I guess this morning there was a bunch of coronavirus cases, a bunch of new ones in China. So we'll probably have a lot of attention on all the pharmaceutical stocks that are working on a cure for it. So Codex, INO. See, INO's been moving in pre-market. And then APT. APT got a bunch of face mask orders for the coronavirus. So that's what it looks like to me this morning, is mainly the coronavirus. And then we got CPA, the lowest float with news so far. And I may look for an entry on CPA if it comes down to $3. If it can get there. Well, CPA is actually the top gainer right now too. Yeah, I'd like to see it crack down to $3. I think it'll bounce. I think we see it bounce off of 3. There's a lot of support there. Codex dropped down to 340. It's up to 350 now. I know a quick pop and a pullback so far. ACB still dropping. There's a lot of possibilities for trades today. I really wanted to see CPAW come down a little bit lower. I wanted this to dip down right to $3. I would have took an entry there. Okay, it might start here. There's a lot of buying at 3. Let me think. I don't want this to crack out too hard though, but 3 should be pretty strong support. SPCE taking off again. I'll give CPAW a minute to do its thing. This guy straight down. INO dropped all the way to 360. See, where's this 9 at? 9 EMA is right there at 360. Ooh, possibly could look for an entry here too. INO's got a big float though. Yeah, I think I should. Let's see. Really thinking about getting in CPAW here. Just don't want CPAW to crack off. Let's see what happens here. Oh, no, CPAW might crack off. Looks like it's going to. So I was wanting to wait and see if $3 is going to hold up. And $3 still could hold up. On the 5 minutes so far, 2 red candles in a row. The 9 is right there at 3 as well, though. Let's see. Works. Ooh, what is going on with Works? Pretty low float, not a lot of volume, but if it breaks 320, it's got a lot of room to run. I may actually go on this. I really like this chart pattern. If it can break 320. And so far we're slowly climbing up on this play. Let's see. CPAW looks like it might crack off here. Yeah, CPAW is. Works is very interesting to me though. It's cracking a little bit. What's up, Daniel B? Good morning. See, we starting a little trend line on this guy? Yeah, we are. See, if this trend line cracks out, it's not going to be a good play though. CPAW looks like it's going to keep cracking. APT with the face masks. Kind of making a little bit of a U shape. INO's cracking off. CODX looks like it still could have some potential. SNGX got fast track designation. Aurora with a little bounce there. Aurora had earnings today. I was wanting to see if it's going to go down to $1, but it looks like it's not going to. See what's NMVC doing. NMVC bounced off of 750. Yeah, NVC is looking pretty good. It's got some potential. I said the coronavirus stocks are the ones that look like they've got all the attention this morning. See, INO down to 360. Right at that 9. Hmm. I may try to get in on Works. I'm really considering it. I'm gonna try limiting it to 294. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. Can't afford that many. Let's try that again. I just like Works. I feel like. What do you mean? Like this flat 200-day moving average, if it breaks that, it's got some room. Very low float. I don't really want to get in at 3. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and go on 100 shares here at 296. I don't know. I can't explain too much why I'm feeling Works, other than the fact that this flat 200-day is like its only resistance, and then they're assisting hospitals for something for the coronavirus. And I've not seen this stock in the coronavirus talk, so it could be like kind of a sneaky dark horse that could pop in here and that people might start pushing up. Because we've seen all the other ones. We've seen Codex. We've seen NNVC. We've seen several other stocks in the coronavirus fight. And this is a new one. So, let's see what happens here. It broke over 3. It's trying to break over the VWAP now. The 200-day is at 320. So, 200 days right here. So if it can break through that, it's got room. It's got a lot of room if it breaks through that. We'll just say that. Doesn't have a ton of volume yet. Only about 500,000 shares, but it's very low float. And I can see this getting pumped. And bids up to 304. I don't know, just something about it. It just spoke to me. As soon as I saw it pop up on the scanner, I just felt like this might be the trade. This might be the ripper. And that could be crazy. I could be wrong. But I don't know. We'll see. So this is what I'm on. That's what I'm in on. This is Works, WORX. And does have its nice little U shape right now too. If it can break back above the VWAP here soon. A little bit of a pullback there. This candle opened up right there though, so if that can come up some. See, in pre-market this was all the way up to 359 with barely any volume. Big 10,000 share order at 296. Where's that at? 270s, the 50. Hmm. It's trying to get above the VWAP right now. It's not really been above the VWAP yet today. So that would show some new strength. There we go. That candle opened up above the VWAP. Bids up to 307. If it starts getting attention, it pops ahead above a CPA. We could see a lot of traders start coming into this. Like I said, it's not going to take much volume for it to get going. It's slowly climbing off of a little volume now. But really, all this needs is just a good amount of volume, and it could start taking off. And we're up to 308, 311, 311 on the bid, 314 on the ask, 312 on the bid. So we're still slowly creeping up on this. I'd like to see it come up with some more here and get above CPA on this top 10% list, and then we could really see the volume start coming in. We got a bit of a spread right now. Ooh, bid up to 314. That's at, what is it, let's see, where's that 200 at? So let's see, 320. 320 is where our next resistance is. Didn't quite get there. A little bit of a pullback here. So a little bit of selling. We got all the way up to 317, and that's as far as it got so far. But we still have not had a crazy amount of volume. Let's see, I got it up here? Yeah, okay, it's up here. So let's check some other places, because it's going to move a little slow for now, I think. I think we still got to slowly build up and let more traders see this. CPA's not doing anything. APT's not doing anything yet. That's not really doing anything. INO actually just popped up off of this 200. That would have been a good entry there, 360, but it only moved 15 cents so far. Codex back up to that 350 area. We're just slowly putting along on this stock right now. That's good. It's a slow little uptrend, which is absolutely fine. Because if it takes its time, gets out the little bit of selling that's in it, and slowly climbs up to that 200-day moving average, and then it pulls ahead of CPA on the top 10 list, volume comes in, then boom, we could have a ripper. It just has a lot of potential to me to rip. That's really my thoughts on this. Like, this stock just has a lot of potential, and then it's not up that high yet, so getting in at 296, you know, it's pretty safe bet. But all it's going to take is one chat room to come into this, and you're going to see this start going crazy. Especially if nothing else does anything. And at 9, the EMA is almost crossing over that VWAP, which is a good thing too, which is nice to see. Let's see if this does break 320. Where is our next resistance at? 4. Yeah, so our next resistance on this is at $4 if this breaks 320. And we're starting to pop up here a little bit. Back up to this 315 area. And bids up to 315. Oh, we're starting to move here. We're starting to move. We're right at that 325 area. See if enough buying volume comes in to break it through there. There's really not a lot of selling at all in this area for the 200-day to be there. Like, if any buying volume could come in, then this could start ripping. See, we're 2% away from passing CPA on the top 10% gainer list. Now we're back to 4%. Another little pullback here. Are we going to get that buying volume or not? That's the question. Okay, now we're starting to see a little bit of selling at 320 on the ask there. Still not a lot. It's not a ton of shares, but a little bit of a pullback here to the VWAP. See if the VWAP can hold up. Ask is all the way up at 319 right now. And some buyers actually came in right there. All right, you got a little more selling out. Now, come on, let's get some buying volume in here. There we go, coming right up to it. Yep. Bids are at, okay, there it goes. The bid's popping up a little bit now. 313. That's still not. Are we going to get that big rip or not on this play? We've not really had a big rip all week, so it'd be nice to see one. I don't think I have my, whatever it was. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now I don't have that stupid delay on this account either. So we're right up to 320. If volume is going to start coming in, this is where it's got to start coming in at. Yeah, it's right. It's kind of fighting with CPAW, but 325 some selling. Oh no, 325 got taken out. So we are breaking through that 200 day, just not getting a lot of volume yet. This is a nice little, these nice little U shapes up are beautiful. This is like perfect climbing stock. You have a little selling, you have a little rise, little selling, little rise, little selling, little rise. That's usually how a big breakout looks before it breaks out. ACB is improving. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that it didn't drop to $1. I guess the earnings weren't as bad as everybody was expecting. This was a good little trade though. If I was on a bigger account, 25 cents so far would be a nice move. I've only got 100 shares of this, so 25 cents is not a lot. Granted, I guess it'd be almost like an 8% gain if I was to lock out now. I just don't think this is done yet, though. Like, it's not really even got going. I'm starting to pull back here a little bit. We want the VWAP to hold up. We don't want this dropping below the VWAP. But it is. Okay, that candle, the next candle opened up right above the VWAP. Our trend line is right here, down at 306, so it could come back down to the trend line. See what it look like on the 5-minute. Yeah, 5 minutes is on a nice little trend line so far. That's just not getting that volume yet. And CPAW's not doing anything. APT, nothing there. INO still looking pretty decent. CODX still not quite done anything. SNGX, that boy's done. We can take it off. See, Tro's not doing anything. That should be pretty good there. Okay, so bids are back up to 310 on this. Well, if they can stay above 310, that'd be idea. See, HAP, there's nothing there. EXTN had a little pop at market open. NNVC, nothing else. So yeah, there's nothing really else that's going up at all other than WORX here. It's just whether or not volume is going to get this to break through that 320 mark. The 200 is a little concerning, but I mean it's not that much resistance. And even when it came up to that 320 mark, there wasn't a ton of sellers on it. There was only probably 4,000 or 5,000 shares at 320. It broke through that 200-day moving average pretty easily. Twice. It just is not getting enough volume to really get going. That's the only thing. Now this trend line needs to hold up here. It's right here on the trend line. But looking at the top 10% gainer list, like Works is right up there where it could almost be the #1 gainer, which could get a lot of volume because the stock is not up that high. I mean, yesterday it closed at 245. You know, it's at 3 now. It's getting a little sketchy here though. Yeah, kind of, that's what I'm saying. My entry is a good entry. I'm in at 296 below the $3 mark there. But it's still not getting that volume. That's the only thing. It's got to get the volume. If it starts cracking off here, it's definitely not going to get volume. It's got to come back up now. Getting a little ugly here. $3 needs to hold up that support. That was a little too much selling. That sold off below everything. And $3 needs to hold up. I think in a hot market, this would have ripped. But we have a slow market that we've been going through this whole week, and I just think people are a little nervous to go long. Because back here, when it was through 325, that would have been the ideal. That would have been the spot for it to rip at. Let's see, we're on the 5th red candle in a row here. Really needs to get off $3. If $3 cracks, it looks like it might. Trying to give it half a second to. $3 looking a little cracky here. Yeah, I got to get out. It's starting to crack hard. So a little $4 loss there. Couldn't get it. Couldn't get the big move. It should have locked in. But oh well. Tried to give it a go. Couldn't get it. So once again, see, why is EXTN ripping so hard? Once again, we have another slow looking day, it looks like. Looks like you got a bit of a flag on EXTN here. Yeah, you got a decent little flag, actually. Yeah, it's a nice little flag on EXTN. The only problem is, let's see, you got the 50 at 661. So you got a dollar room on this. If this bull flag can break, we've seen bull flags fail all week. CPOM maybe could make a big U shape. Let's see. An INO still ripping. Man, I really disregarded INO this morning because of how big the float was. I saw 100 million and was like, I mean, I guess it's only moved. Whoops. It's only moved about 30 cents so far, but still, that would have been a pretty easy play. Looks like it's going up to 4. It's trying. And it's got room to keep going. It's above all the indicators. The break of $4 is really nothing holding it back until 5. Maybe like a little bit at 450. Codex just not getting it right now. So Aurora bounced all the way up to 156. It's came back down, but it's staying in that 150 area. Well, it actually looks like this flag might pop on EXTN. Not a lot of volume on it. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of volume at all on EXTN. But it looks like it's going to pop out of this flag anyway. Or it's going to try to, at least. Yeah, there it goes. Let's see, I'm curious to how far this is going to get out of this flag. Like I said, we've had so many flags that have not held up. See, INO's almost up to $4. And we've not had a pullback in a while. Looks like it's going to try to break 4. A lot of selling at 398 though. It's got to get taken out. So it's going to a little pullback now, probably. What's everybody else watching today? I know One Life's watching Codex. What about anybody else? Anybody else watching any stocks that I'm not looking at? APT looks like it's done for the day. AGRX got slammed into a halt. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what's going on. Oh boy. Wow. What a sell-off. God, what a sell-off. I bet some people got destroyed right here. Shoo. Let's see, from 415 down to 288. Yikes. One Life is in SPCE. Yeah, as hard as this is dropping off, I wonder why they start selling this off so much for? What are they selling this off for? What is going on? Their cancer drug gets priority review. I don't know if that's a bad thing though. Yeah, I definitely think out of this halt, although it said it got halted 3 times, so this is the 3rd time it's got halted on the way down. You probably, somewhere this has got to bounce. It's probably going to gap down out of this halt, maybe. Maybe look for a $2.50 entry or a $2 entry. If it goes all the way to $2, definitely a $2 entry. Because that would be a great bounce area because that 200's there. That'd be pretty wild for it to get down that far. But yeah, I don't really see a reason why this is. They got slapped with a clinical hold. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it fell so much. It's pretty crazy. And WRX, I might have sold out too early. Starting to come back up again. We'll see. We'll see if I sold too early. CPO's starting to come up. All CPOT needs to do is break back above 305 and it's got room to run. Okay, WRX right there at that VWAP. See what's Codex doing. Codex. Well, let's see. While I'm thinking about it, we've had a few new people in chat lately and stuff like that. So if you haven't yet, go join the Framework Fortune Day Trading Facebook group. There's several people who's in the chat who are in the group already. One Life and Daniel B are in there all the time, putting out alerts and talking about future trades. So definitely go search the Framework Fortune Day Trading Facebook group and join that for even more action after the live stream. Although this week there's not been very much action. It's been pretty quiet. I think I've lost every single trade this week. It's all been small losses, so it hasn't been like terrible, but they're starting to add up. Really trying to get back on track here. Oh, and Works is all, oh, come on. Are you going to rip now? Nope. Came right back up to that 320 mark again and instantly right back down. So still struggling with that 320. Still not a lot of volume has came in yet. Oh, well, as I say that, an order for 15,000 shares just came in on 320 at the bid. So this could start moving here. That 320 buyer with all them shares, he's got half his position taken out though. Need some more bids to come in. I'm going to see if it's going to rip. Are you going to rip? And I'm still struggling 320, but slowly building its way back up. You got in at CPOT 292. You're probably good there. It's slowly coming up. I said once CPOT gets over 3, it's got plenty of room. I may grab 40 shares of CPOT if it starts to break. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go on 40 shares. So I got 40 shares at 301 on CPA. I'm going to see if it rips, see if I can make, a little bit of money back on that little $4 loss. It's not going to be a lot of money unless this just rips insanely, but I doubt it'll do all that in this week. Let's see, we're going to break the VWAP on CPA. It's starting to. A lot of selling at that 305 mark, but that's where we need to get over. Oh, and we're over that, so we're starting to move a little bit here. Starting to get a little bit of action on CPA. A lot of selling at 310, though. What was all that about? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why there was so much selling at 310. That was kind of strange. So I don't see that much resistance anywhere. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, serious. Look at this. 10,000 shares at 310. 8,000 shares. So I guess we got to get 310 through 310 for this to start moving. Some reason everybody's selling there. WORX is still at 313, so it still has potential too. There we go. Through 310 all the way up to 320. Now we should. Okay, 325 I guess is a little resistance, but we should have room up to 350 up to this high a day so far. Now you gotta keep in mind too, though, this week has been slow. We've not had any major breakouts, so there is always the possibility that this is as much as CPOW is gonna get. I would be surprised, but still, you have to keep that in mind. Slow market conditions means lock in your profits quick, which is part of the reason why I've lost so much this week. I haven't been locking in my profits quick. I've been trying to let them run to see if we're going to get any big rips, but in this type of market, it's hard to get big rips. Like even CPOW here, this should have been a big rip getting through this 305 mark. And it's just a quick little rip up to 320. Now we know CPOW can run though. The CPOW's ran before recently from 144 up to 440. And then up to 660, so it does have potential to run pretty big if it can get the volume. But we just have not seen any volume in these penny stocks here this week, so CPOW be the first one to really get that volume. Like I said, I only got 40 shares of this. I'm just trying to make like 20 bucks or something. Just a little positivity this week, make up for some of the losses. It'd have to run about 50 cents, but I think it could. I think it could run a 350. If it can start getting a lot of the buying volume. The CPOW already has volume, but we need a ton of buying volume to come in on this. This has been a week of small little rips and sideways consolidation. It looks like that may be what continues to happen here on CPOW. Might have to go sideways for a little while, then get another little rip. CPOW starting to come back down a little bit here. really needed to hold over 310. But we do have the 9 in the VWAP here. The VWAP is at 304. There it goes. Now it's getting back above 310. What are we looking like on a 5-minute on this? 5-minute looks like a perfect U shape. So yeah, the resistance is actually right at, yeah, it's about 325 resistance. See anything else happening while we're waiting on this to do something? Nothing else going on. Once again, nothing else is going on, and CPA, if it does not rip here soon, then it is going to crack off, and it will be another dead day. See, how far did this pop? Oh, yeah, so EXTN actually did pop nicely out of this bull flag. So that's nice to see, an actual bull flag break. We've not seen that all week, so that's good. So maybe CPA can get going. Maybe we're making a little cup and handle here. Oh, here we go. Now CPA's starting to get going out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, it just popped all the way up to 340 just about. So volume is starting to come into this kind of crazily. We're all the way up to 330. And we got some support at 325, it looks like. Starting to crack that support, that 325 support, so we might have another quick pullback here. Very big, very nice size pullback. I don't think 335 is enough resistance to keep this stock from going higher, though. And we still got the high of day at 348. One Life just added at 315 on his position of CPA, so he must be thinking the same thing I am, that this isn't close to done yet. Oof, man, it's really got to start coming up. Oof. CPA is getting a little wild here. It's definitely getting a little wild, a little crazy, a little up and down. That was up to 336 and right back down to where that candle started at. What are you going to do, CPA? Ooh, woo. Was there a big bounce on AGRX? I figured there was. Where did it bounce at? See, hopefully CPA doesn't crash out on me. Oh yeah, very nice bounce. Yeah. It only got down to 273 though. But yeah, that's a very nice bounce from 273 back up to 381. I thought that was a little too much of a drop. So that was a good call out on AGRX, Sways. Good job on that. I don't know, One Life. CPA's starting to look a little weak, buddy. I may hop out of here soon if this doesn't come up. It looks like it's starting to crack some. I'm gonna put AGR. Well, I don't know what I just put in there. Yeah, we're looking a little sketchy here on CPA. How would I would have analyzed that bounce? Well, simply enough, without even looking at the stock for too long, I could see it had 3 halts straight down and no reason. So as soon as I looked at all the press releases, it had no reason to sell off this hard. This is way too hard of a sell off for this stock right now. 270 area. I mean, I don't know where. I guess 275 is kind of the support it bounced off of. I didn't really look. I was expecting it to come down to 250, but yeah, 275 is right where that bounce is. So like right here's some support. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Right here's a little bit of resistance. The couple of tops of these candles. But yeah, there's no reason for this to sell as crazy as it sold. There's no reason. This is way too much. It didn't come out with a bad press release that I saw unless I missed it, but I didn't see anything. So 3 halts straight down for no real reason, you're going to get a bounce. Normally. And CPA's looking a little sketchy here. Yeah, it's definitely an easy play. $171 profit, that's alright. One Life. It's just that type of week. I'm still in it. Like I said, I only got 40 shares, so I'm down like $1.37 right now. It's probably done, but I'm gonna give it half a second to see if it comes back around. But it doesn't look like it's going to. I should. Once again, you gotta lock in. The type of market conditions we are in, you have to lock in when you have profits. I didn't lock in. Should have locked in up here on this candle. On this big pop to 330, but, you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda's and stuff. But you just gotta take the little gains on these slow weeks like this. so far today, I've given up 2 gains on WRX and CPA. So if you are new and you are in the chat, take this as a lesson that I'm paying for because I took a loss on Works, and I probably will take a loss on CPA if it doesn't come around here in the next few minutes. But when the market conditions are bad, when things are slow like this, lock in your profits. Lock them in quick. $3 to $3.35. 35-cent move is a good move. There's nothing wrong with locking in 35 cents of profit. CPA is starting to come back up a little bit. If it can get back above the VWAP, it wouldn't be as bad. See anything else going on? INO's had a pullback. CODX not doing anything. ACB's dropped again. ARGX still rebounding. Very easy play. And CPA don't break here soon or get above the VWAP here soon, and I'm going to get out of it too. I'm not going to risk too much on this. Like $1 or $2. But I've got to, I forget what that thing's called. A snow blower, I guess. I don't know. It snowed like 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches last night. So I've got like 6 inches of snow on my driveway. So I'm going to have to go out there with the big snow blower thing and do my driveway soon. So we'll give the stream about 15-20 minutes here. If $3 doesn't hold up here, this may crack. Yeah, I'm getting out. There was a big buy at $3, but it couldn't hold up, so another little $1.37 to add on to my losses on this brutally slow week. So pretty much AGRX, the only good play today that's actually made a really nice move, over $1 move. Yeah, I don't mind snow that much. I just don't like it when it's where I have to go take that big machine blower, and I can't think of what the name of it's called. It's called something. It's not just called a snow blower, but I don't remember the name of it. But I have a very big driveway, so it takes a long time for me to get all the snow out of it to be able to get the cars out, and it's very annoying. Oh, and CPA starting to pop back up there right after I got out. So CPA might actually start ripping here if it gets back up over the VWAP. I don't know if I'm going to say it. I'm not going to say rip it. It might make another move if it gets back above the VWAP, because we've not had anything really rip. AGRX made a nice move, but I don't think I would call this a rip because it didn't rip up like above resistance or anything. It just dropped so low that it bounced. That's what. Yeah, this is a nice bounce. It's a nice dollar bounce on AGRX. But our top gainer is CPA, and it's not doing anything right now. Still consolidating sideways. And the XTN's done with its little pop. This is the only rip we've really had. Is EXTN with this bull flag. About 60-cent rip. So INO is starting to slowly build some higher lows. Keep an eye on INO. If it breaks $4, then it's got all kinds of room to run. If it can break 4. There's nothing here. Codex still not really doing anything. Yeah, so basically, one thing I'd be watching is INO for the break of 4. CPA if it can get back over the VWAP. Maybe look for a move up to 330. That 335 area again. Other than that, that's really all I see. Yeah, WORX selling off. But yeah, you guys gotta be ready to lock in profits quick. That's the. Let's see, SPCE going crazy some more. Yep. 22 up to 24.60, so this is a good rip. One Life has been all over this stock, and it has just been ripping and ripping and ripping, so very nice job there. It's a bit higher price, but it keeps climbing. See, CPA's starting to come back up. So I think next Sunday we're going to start the Sunday live streams where we're gonna look for potential day trades, swing trades, and long-term holds. May look for dividend stocks. We're gonna start doing that Sundays. Not gonna start this Sunday. We're gonna start next Sunday. I think the time is going to be 8 p.m. Central Time, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'll announce it when I get everything a little bit more together this week. But yeah, we're going to start doing a live stream on Sundays. We're going to call it, well, I'm not going to say what the name is, but I got a little name cooked up for it. And it's going to be a whole new series, so if you guys are interested in that, my main thing is going to be looking for dividend stocks that are way undervalued, that may not be your normal dividend stocks, because if I'm long-term investing, I like dividend stocks. But we'll keep our eyes out for swing trades and day trades coming up in the following week as well. Cooking with Ben. Yeah. That's a whole nother channel. I've got a cooking channel I'm working on right now. It's gonna be it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be like Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart's cooking show together. So that was just gonna be me and somebody dressed in an Alf suit. Hopefully the hair from the Alf suit doesn't get in the dishes that we cook. That show is sweet. But no, seriously, we're going to start the live stream on Sundays, 8 p.m. Central, starting next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the next Sunday following. And it's going to be a weekly series. It'll probably run an hour. I think I'm going to run it from 8 to 9. So we won't get to look at a ton of different stocks, but and I'm not going to have a presentation or anything ready. Like, we're just actually going to be researching stocks. So we'll be talking about it. I'm thinking about maybe having some guest people on to talk. So it's not just me in the chat. So we'll see. We'll see. I got ideas for it. I got plans. So CPA's trying to still get over the VWAP, but still just going sideways. These slow markets are so brutal. INO's starting to come back up a little bit too. But yeah, we'll give the stream here a couple more minutes. See if maybe CPA is gonna get back above. I don't know. It's just been one of those weeks. You do have a bit of a trend line here on CPA. Let me go ahead and switch to 5 minute. There we go. Oh, the trend line's a little ugly. Let me redraw it. I should have had that drawn earlier. But yeah, you got a little trend line on CPA, so CPA actually could keep climbing. You can hold this as long as you want to, as long as the trend line holds up. Looks like it's going to start popping back above now. CPA is actually looking pretty good at the moment. Ooh, if it can come up. It might actually crack here. It's starting to hit the trend line. And $3 doesn't hold up. If $3 doesn't hold up here and this cracks, this could be it. This could be the end of CPA for today for a while. Nope, yeah, and CPA's starting to crack here. Woof. So CPA's not going to get it either. So still the same type of market conditions where we're not getting any real big rips. There's a few plays that here and there, like AGRX. AGRX is a great play. SPCE was a good play. Everything else, CPA works. Those you got to be just locking in profits quick. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. INO still has potential to rip. But yeah, we just gotta lock in profits quick until these market conditions change. because we are not getting any penny stock runners. I mean, SPC went on a nice run, but it's not a penny stock. And then INO went on a nice run. It is a penny stock, but INO has a very high float. So our low float runners are not running right now. So we gotta lock in the profits on those really quick when we have them, or we gotta play higher float, maybe mid cap stocks. Yeah, because the SPCE is almost 200 million in float, so that's what we got to do in these market conditions. We got to adapt. So you can see here's another mid cap, 54 million in float, moved from 48 to 55, so a $7 move there. So might have to start looking at some mid caps. But alright guys, if anybody made some profit in this ugly market, congratulations to you. I hope you nailed it. We'll be back here tomorrow on the small account challenge. We'll see what Friday brings. Fridays have actually been a little hot the past couple of weeks, but this week being so slow, I don't know. I may not even try to attempt to make a trade tomorrow. With it being Friday on a slow week like this, but we'll see. Oh, wait a second. Is the market closed for Valentine's Day? I don't think it is. Let me check that real quick. I don't think it is, but, I could be wrong. The market's closed on MLK, on Martin Luther King Day. Okay. So it's open. Just making sure. It's closed on Monday. See. Oh yeah, President's Day. Yeah, it's closed on President's Day, but our stupid fake Hallmark capitalist holiday of Valentine's Day is not. Yeah, Hallmark holiday. That's what you can call it, as Hallmark holiday. But yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see what happens on Valentine's Day. You guys better bring me some chocolates or whatever in the chat tomorrow. I don't even know. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings. And then Monday the market is closed, so we won't be here Monday. But alright guys, have a great rest of your day, and thank you for joining me as always. Until next time.